Problem 10 on the review asks, which expression is represented by the model below? And we know when we have a number line model, we're starting from the origin, so our first integer is this arrow that's extending from the origin, and that arrow is going to the right, so it's representing a positive integer. It's going to the right 4 spaces, so this is positive 4. To that arrow we're adding a negative integer because this integer is going to the left, and it's going to the left 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spaces, so that's negative 6. So we have positive 4 plus a negative 6. But I don't see that on any of these. The reason is these are showing just subtraction, so we have to remember adding a negative is the same as subtracting a positive. Or we could just think about these answer choices and change them 6 minus 4, change them to addition. Remember when we change to addition, we change subtraction to addition. We don't change the first integer. We change the sign of the second integer. So this is 6 plus negative 4, which isn't the same as what we had. We had 4 plus negative 6. So this one's wrong. Another way to tell this one's wrong, what is 6 minus 4 equal to? It's equal to 2. Is that where our number line model ends? Our number line model ends at negative 2. So we could just look at these 4 answer choices and figure out which one equals negative 2. 4 minus 4 equals 0. 4 minus 0 equals 4. So it must be this one, 4 minus 6. Let's make sure. 4 minus 6. If we change to addition, subtraction changes to addition. We don't change the first integer. We change the sign of the second integer from positive 6 to negative 6. And look, that's the same thing we had when we considered the number line model. If we're adding integers and the signs are different, we find the difference. 6 minus 4 is 2. And then we ask ourselves, will it be positive 2 or negative 2? Which of these two integers is farther from 0 on a number line? Which has the greater absolute value? And that's the negative 6, so it will be negative 2. So that equals negative 2, and it matches that number line model. Number 11, which decimal and percent are equivalent to 1/8? Well, if we want to represent 1/8 as a decimal, we have to divide. So 1 divided by 8. How many 8s are in 1? 0. If we want to keep dividing, we can add a 0. I can do that as long as I add a decimal. If I don't add a decimal, I just change my 1 to a 10. That's not allowed. We have to add a decimal so that it's still 1. 1.0 is the same as 1. Line up a decimal in our answer. How many 8s in 10? 1. 1 times 8 is 8. Subtract that 8 from the 10 and you get 2. You can keep adding zeros. 1.00 is equal to 1. We can add as many zeros as we need. Bring down that 0. How many 8s in 20? 2. 2 times 8 is 16, and subtract. We get 4. Bring down another 0. How many 8s in 40? 5. 5 times 8 is 40. So we know the decimal is 0.125. And then looking at the answer choices, that's not 0.125. That's not. This one is. This, you can rule out the rest of these. Don't even have to figure out the percent. But to figure out the percent means per 100. We always think of 100 when we think of percent. So we multiply the decimal times 100. And the rule we learned from multiplying by powers of 10 is move the decimal to the right. The number of places that are equal to the number of zeros in the power of 10. So that's 2, 1, 2 to the right. And we get 12.5%. And that also matches the percent in answer choice C. I'm gonna stop here and start problem 12 on the next video.